test. I don't do speeches, so I was born a rambling man. I don't know if you guys have seen the interviews, but it is what I do. The beauty of this particular demonstration is just how positive it is. I really, really believe that if there's going to be change, it's going to be by making the right friends. It's not going to be by trying to pressure with, you know, with negative stories. And the matters of fact is everything that's gone in there and everything that's been reported is very real. People are going to try to hide. I'm learning this for the first time now. Just how much we've exposed and how dirty and criminal some of the things that are going on, and it's almost overwhelming to believe, just to learn what you're up against. But I don't need to stress that because everyone here knows that. But what everyone here doesn't know is of is of Holly the sea lion, who's the youngest sea lion I've ever known, who has an ulcered eye now, and she'll have that forevermore. And this animal was so innocent and eager to please, and would work for smiles. And the public don't know about Malibu, the sea lion that was just a princess. She was tough to work with, stubborn but awesome. But then when I would see her lying there with her hair falling out and her eyes clutched shut. And people don't know about Sue, the dolphin, who was smarter than the trainers. Man, she gave us a headache, man. She gave us a run for our money, and she would beat the snot out of us if we were in that water, because she knew she would just get away with it all the time, because she was training us. And then I would see her not eat for days, and then I'd have to shove appetite stimulants in her, and she didn't want to live no more. It was just a disaster, like. And then Zeus, it's a big, beautiful walrus, strong, scary animal. And I watched him lose. He might have lost 1,000 pounds. And he developed a regurgitation problem that was unmanageable because his environment was so stagnant and boring, and we did not have enough staff. And the water was blinding him as well. And Sonia, the walrus, she's got ulcers that'll never clear. And these are young animals. You know, in Marineland's defense, they tried to suggest that everything was taken out of context and that these were old animals suffering from the effects of old age. This is not true. And how they could stand by that defense and continue the lies is so beyond me, because these are the people I worked with. These are the people that I bled with, I sweat with, and I was on the front lines with, who supported and knew that there were problems and we were going to do something. What were we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And nothing was happening. So my thing at the end of the day is, we got to remember those animals. I mean, there's a walrus back there that I share an anomaly of a relationship with. Her name is Smooshy. And I imprinted on her, and she believes that I'm her mother. Or she believes I'm a walrus, or she believes she's a human. No one knows what it is, but it's imperative that I remain in her life, because there was a period where she was dumped in an aquarium pool and they put an electric bar between us. And there was little I could do if I wanted to keep my job. So I had to watch this. And every time I went to go see Smooshy and she would reach for me, she'd get zapped. And every time she got zapped, it stressed her out more and more. And then she developed that damn regurgitation problem. And she was on the brink of death the last time I saw her. And Marineland had promised me that they were not going to let her die. They were going to call me, and they were going to let me go in there to save her. And I got in one day and I saw her. She was in no shape. That's when I knew they were not going to hold up their end of the bargain. And that animal will die if she's not already dead. And she's the one that lies in my... She's the one that I think about. And I gotta get her out of there. And I tried not to be selfish in all this. I tried not to have the importance of that animal and she and I's relationship overcloud the importance and the amazing nature of all the animals there, but I gotta start being selfish soon, and I want that animal out of there. She needs me. And the world needs to recognize this relationship too, because I'm not being anthropomorphic. This animal cares. And anyone who's out there propagating the notion that animals are incapable of care are lying. They're doing that so that you continue to eat them. They're doing that so you continue to disassociate rather than relate to the animal. But if we just start putting ourselves behind those eyes and in the minds of those animals, and this is what I've always stressed when I work there, what's the animal trainer relationship? You've come to find out real fast that these animals are very vulnerable, very caring, and I'd love the opportunity to show the world that. But I gotta get back with that walrus, so let's just keep the animals in mind moving forward. I'm sold. I think something's gonna happen here. The world is watching now. I mean, I would have never guessed that this was possible. I mean, this is a very lonely place to be when I was coming out. But then thanks to a lot of other former trainers now who have come out, I feel like this is a marathon that is going to be, the finish line is going to be crossed.